y'all, today I'm going to tell you 2 secrets. First, I'm going to tell you how to get an absolutely delicious flavor out of blueberry pie filling for your cobbler. Even if you don't like blueberries or you think the taste is kind of bland, if you add this ingredient, you just might like it. And the second secret I'm going to tell you is when you're making a dump cake and you want to get it to cook evenly on top and be crumbly like a cobbler, I am going to show you how to do that using some instructions on the side of this Jiffy Cake mix box. So we're going to talk about that in this video as well. So let's get to cooking. So these are the basic ingredients we need. We're going to start with Jiffy Golden Yellow Cake Mix. If you can find this in your stores, definitely stock up. We're going to use part of the recipe on the side for Fruit Magic Cobbler. We also have lemon, which is a secret ingredient. It's going to be delicious with this blueberry pie filling and some butter. So for the Fruit Magic Cobbler, we're going to use 1 Jiffy Golden Yellow Cake Mix package, a 21 ounce can of pie filling, and you can see the extra steps listed here that we're going to follow. So I'm using blueberry, but you really can use any pie filling and topping that you like. I just wanted to try something different for the summer that I don't usually use. This is an 8x8 ceramic pan, and so what I'm going to do is just pour in my 21 ounce can of blueberry pie filling. This is a ceramic dish. It is ungreased. To me, the blueberry tastes a bit bland, so that's why I wanted to add something to it, and I happen to have a lemon, and it was absolutely perfect. Blueberry lemon is a great combination. So I'm just going to smooth it in my pan so that it is laid in evenly. So the secret ingredient that I mentioned to you is this beautiful lemon. Lemon and blueberry is an awesome combination. So I'm using my KitchenAid zester, and I'm just going to move the lemon or the zester across the lemon. And you want to rotate the lemon as you move the zester so that you only get the yellow part of the lemon zested. You don't want to zest the white part underneath the yellow skin because the white part, the pith, can be a little bit bitter. So you just want to zest the yellow skin of the lemon, and it's so flavorful. You won't actually need a lot. So you can see what I have on the screen. I'm just using my finger. I did wash my hands very carefully before I did this part, and I just have about a teaspoon or 2 of zest. And then I am cutting my lemon, and I'm only using a small portion of lemon. So again, the exact proportion isn't needed. It is important that you just do a little bit and then taste it. That's what's important. So I'm mixing in my teaspoon of lemon juice and my teaspoon of lemon zest to the blueberries, and I tasted it, and it tastes good to me. Now, if you want to add a little bit more lemon juice, you certainly can. I like the tartness, and to me, it brings a note of excitement to the lemon flavor. So I put that to the side, and in a clear bowl, I am pouring in my 1 box of Jiffy Golden Cake Mix. And now I'm using my butter. And you want to be careful to measure your butter, the number of tablespoons in a whole stick. But for 1 box of Jiffy Cake Mix, I'm using half a stick of butter. So this butter is cold. You can see that I'm using a butter knife to cut it in half lengthwise and then half the other way. So it's 4 pieces, as you can see. So I'm cutting the butter into chunks, and then I'm going to use that to mix it into the Jiffy Cake Mix to get the crumble that's going to be on top of our dump cake. Some people may use a different method for their butter, but this is what I'm showing you in this video. So starting off, I'm using a fork to try and chop my butter in, and it seems like it's working, but it looks like a very slow process. So I stopped that, and I put on a glove, a clean glove, and I'm using my hand to mix the butter and the cake mix together. And you can see it's becoming a crumbly mixture quicker, and that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see the butter almost melt into the cake mix and become crumbly. Now, this is a different method than other people use for their dump cakes, and I'm doing this as an experiment, and I found that this is the best method. This is the method I like the best for the top, and you'll see the results at the end of this video. So as you press the butter into the Jiffy Cake Mix, you can start to see the texture change. You can see the texture now is more crumbly. It's not just powdery. So the powder is what you get in the cake mix, but it becomes more crumbly as you mix the butter in. So you just want to make sure both are fully incorporated, and this is my favorite method to do it.
So I'm just pressing it down into the pan and then squeezing it. Well, I'm pressing it down into the glass bowl and then squeezing it. So now that it looks fully incorporated, I'm just squeezing the cake mix and butter over my blueberry lemon mixture in my 8x8 ceramic baking pan. So I'm mixing the crumble mixture evenly as much as I can over the top. If you wanted to double this recipe and do it in a 13x9 rectangle pan, you would use 2 cans of blueberry pie filling and 1.5 to 2 boxes of the cake mix from Jiffy. And so I'm just crumbling up the butter mixture as I see fit. So I put this in my oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to check it about every 10 minutes and see if you need to rotate your pan around. About 30 to 35 minutes, you will notice the beautiful smell, but it may take you cooking it until 40 or 45 minutes to get a beautiful golden crisp on top, as you see here. So how long you cook it really is up to you, but depending upon your oven, it may be between 30 to 45 minutes. And look at how gorgeous this looks on my pan. Now, when you take it out the oven, you do want to let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes so that all of the juices can reconstitute and settle, and let your crumble dump cake come to a rest. Now, as it has cooled for about 20 minutes or so, I did put on a little bit of whipped cream out of a spray can and a twist of lemon, and it looked absolutely gorgeous, and it smelled so terrific, and it tastes even better. This is an easy, simple summer recipe you definitely want to make, but you can also make it in the wintertime as well. I love to make dump cakes all year round, and I like to experiment with different pie fillings. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel.